It is interesting to see something in Fallout being just an island. Something you'd seen in an Elder Scrolls game, but in Fallout, not so much. So, today on Fallout 4 Lore, we're going to explore it and, see what's up with it. Now, if you have not discovered it yet, you can probably take a swim over there. Now, radiation's probably going to hit you hard, so wear a radiation suit or get some rad-axe and rad away. So, but I'm not going to go through that again. So I'm going to fast travel to there and, well, let's see what we can find. Coming up on Spectacle Island's shore, it looks almost familiar for some veteran Fallout players. It's very reminiscent of something you had seen in Point Lookout. We can find the remains of settlers here, which is all too common in the Commonwealth. Also, from its looks, it seems very well supplied. And with the power armor station, it can be settled. But I haven't done it yet. So let's explore the island a little more. Why don't we? From the looks of it, it's obviously been hit hard from the war. In fact, you can find a mini nuke in the middle of this house. But I don't know if a mini nuke falling just by itself could cause this much damage. It's a very big island. And in fact, it's the largest island in the game. In fact, it's pretty spooky at nighttime, to be honest. Looks like something out of a old school horror movie. Waiting for some monster to pop up out of the trees or come out of the water or whatnot. Some more settlers can be found on the island dead. Now, so far we haven't seen any raiders, so it's unknown really what is on this island. And this is what it is. They have a Mirlurk infestation. And as you can see here, a legendary glowing Mirlurk has just came up on me. Now, after that encounter, it's pretty obvious to see what happened to these settlers. I'm not going to lie, this legendary glowing Mirlurk hunter was pretty hard to beat. But it had a VATS enhanced walking cane. So, yeah, maybe it, maybe that's what helped it become so big and strong. I'm curious how some of these legendary enemies get some of these things. And I have never seen a walking cane in this game, to be honest. Now, it does 16 damage. Yep. Now, you won't be knocking out these legendary monsters with this weapon, but it's really neat. I've never seen one before, actually. So, even at that by itself, it makes it kind of worth coming up here. Now, there are some things that build a settlement up here, and let's check this signal checklist. Make sure that wires to the generator are all connected properly. Last thing we need is another short blowing out of the generator, Randy. The generator must be on before turning on the signal tower. I suggest that you stay out of the water before flipping the generator switch. Just saying. Let's see if there's anything else. You'll know that the signal is playing when, well, you'll know. Once the feedback goes away, it'll sound like there's nothing coming out of the speakers, but only the Mirlurks can hear it. Ah. So, this was a station used for, I guess, repelling off the Mirlurk. So, let's just turn on the circuit breaker, see what happens. It's not functioning. Well, let's go follow the wires. Now these wires will lead us to some submerged boat. Let's check it out. All right, turning on the generator. Whoa. was that? Oh my goodness. Well, as you can see here, a giant Mirlurk has come out of the water. Yeah, this is a really big surprise, actually. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Let's just try to get something that will actually probably hurt it. My goodness, that is huge. What is that? A Mirlurk Queen. Yikes. Let's take all this ammo. You know, anything will help us out, right? I hope. Well, then, there's only one way to check out things like this, and it's, first name is Fat and last name is Man. Alright, let's stealthily nuke this Mirlurk Queen. Oh, if I can only hope so. But maybe I need to turn on the reactor, so let's... Oh, no. Well, since I already turned on the reactor, maybe I'll need to turn on the radio. But just hope these Mirlurks don't start coming after me, because I'm not really in the mood to fight them right now, to be honest. Well, we'll do some extermination here, and we'll fix it back up. Make it nice and pretty again. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Turn on the switch. No! Take that! Yeah, there you go. Where you running? We're eating shellfish for breakfast. Alrighty, it has some Mirlurk meat, but it has a heavy assault rifle. I don't know why a Mirlurk Queen would have a heavy assault rifle, but it does. We've driven off all these Mirlurks, and hopefully we've saved this island. Alrighty, now you can have this island for yourself. As you can see, the Mirlurks are just almost confused in a way. This one's actually doing a little jig right now. Now, if you've ever wanted to have a settlement in Fallout 4 and live in harmony with Mirlurks, you can do this here. I'm guessing the radio beacon is something to calm them down. Now, I'm not sure why the settlers didn't fix it up in time or didn't turn it on. Because, heck, I was by myself and I was able to do it. And everything here is just like any other settlement. And it's an interesting settlement to have because, one, you have this whole island to yourself. How awesome is that? Make yourself a little fortress over here. Oh, yes. And there are raiders here, by the way. So maybe the raiders did kill them. And maybe they're just too dumb to set up the radio signal? I don't know. I may do a little more exploring to see if there's anything else on this island for history or for lore purposes. But for the most part, it seems like a very neat and kind of untapped area. Ugh. And heck, if you want it, you can have a pet Mirlurk King. You can even go swimming with it. Now, let's see what the boundaries are for this place. Well, looks as if the whole entire island may be usable for your settlement purposes. Although it's a shame you can't take down this house because it's quite an eyesore. Oh yeah, by the way, remember, that's the house where you can find the mini nuke. And hey, did you ever want to own a crashed freight? Well, guess what? You can own one. Again, you can't get rid of the crates on here. Yes, you can't get rid of the crates, but it's still really neat. And actually, this whole area is one of the bigger areas I have seen. Now, I don't know if it is the biggest area, but this kind of leads me to think that there may be some other things in here. Now, my question is, how are the settlers going to get here? I mean, I guess they can swim too, but I mean, would you want to swim in an irradiated ocean? Here's one of those big chewed out dead dolphins, which you can't get rid of either. Although the outhouse is a nice touch. Even has a little graveyard for your settlers that may possibly die. Now, as you can see, I've kind of encompassed the whole island, but it's a big and really neat island. A very, very large place to do settlements at, and it's a really neat place to do it at that. Now, my question is, why are there so many boats just crashed around here? And I really wonder what this place was like before the war. Maybe it was some crabbing town. We can see a few of those crab traps just sitting around, especially right here down by the docks. But just some things kind of get lost, and you can only assume. Use your imagination what happened here. Now, Spectacle Island's a really neat place, and, well, as a pun, it's kind of a spectacle. It's a really strange place because, well, it's infested by Mirlurks, and you can just kind of tame them a little bit. You can build a whole little town here if you wanted to. Now, there's really nothing here that alludes to anything scary about the past or anything weird about Fallout's lore, but hey, you know what? It's a part of Fallout. Now, off to Spectacle Island, there are a few boats that just kind of chill out. Now, north of the island, there's a little shack here. Now, I don't know if anyone lives here, but it does sure look like it. Maybe they left because their kickball was deflated. Oh, there he is. Well, I'm sorry, bud. Where his dog is at? Wait a minute. Guys, we found dog meat just running out in the wild. Dog meat likes to chew things. This kickball could have been dog meat's. Dog meat. Was this your original owner? Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't think this is Dog Meat's original owner. I mean, it's an interesting thing to toy with, but we see dog houses and dog bowls everywhere. But who knows? Maybe it was just some tool that lived here. Now, east of that boat, you will find another boat just kind of chilling out here. So we're going to go out and kind of explore and see what's there. Now, if you just get your head a little bit in between above and under the water, you can kind of see the geography of the floor. And you can see some just rubble kind of sitting there. Now, another point of reference would just be this right here. That poor guy couldn't swim back to the island. It's really kind of cool to see what the skeletons in Fallout like. You kind of just make up your own story. I just imagine this guy kind of sitting out here looking at the island being just wanting to survive and probably was just like beaten up by radiation. It's really their environment that they're in is the thing that really tells you about what might have happened to them. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Now, as you can tell, there's a lot of radiation in this water, and really, get yourself some protection. I was stupid and didn't bring a radiation suit, but I may have some Radaway that could help me out here. Now, this boat looks like it's been untouched for, well, 200 years. Could be wrong, though. Guys, it's a ghost. This place is paranormal. Now, this isn't the physics engine messing up, guys. This is a ghost. Ghosts in Fallout. See, we can see by the skull right here that is manipulating this microphone. It's reaching out to us, guys. The paranormal side of Fallout really gets me sometimes, guys. There's even more stuff moving. I think this is a possessed boat, guys. I'm 300% guaranteed that this is a boat that has been possessed by radiation ghosts. All right, we have some police boats. And they seem to be possessed. Again, just like the microphone. I tell you what, man. Just some that scary paranormal stuff in Fallout. Ooh. Now, with these boats, there's really not that much here. But then I'm wondering, why are there so many police boats here? Maybe this was a smuggler ship. Now, maybe it was someone coming from international waters, and they were going into Boston. Got pulled over by the police. Now, there's one more boat we're going to hit, and it's this one to the south. Huh. Now, this one is the more interesting boat that's kind of out here. There's parts of a plane. This was probably a passenger plane. But with its glass cockpit, it might have been a warship. Who knows? I'm not an expert in Fallout aeronautics, just Fallout lore. And it's just like the other boats. Nothing really too exciting with these things, but yet again, just some interesting things. Now, this tugboat looks like it was carrying some plane wreckage. And I mean, these dolphins had been killed recently because they would just be decayed. But they look like they're fresh. Now, again, it's looking into things that I don't have any proof for, but just wonder why some things are placed there. Maybe they're just placed there for just being there. We have one more thing to look at, and it's the shack. Now, this shack might be the more interesting thing that's hanging out in these waters. We can see that this is a post-war sort of thing, and it was survivors. But here you see some sort of altar almost to this radio. I'm not sure why this is here and how these candles are burning. This is a tugboat just like the other one, but you have some decent loot. I mean, all these boats have like 1 or 2 crates to pick up, but there's actually things here. Now up here is a metal box. After doing some acrobatics, you can get up here. Although it's a balancing act. Just in jet though, so I wouldn't say it's worth it. And here's some chairs. Very reminiscent of a Viagra commercial. Now, in southwest of the island, you can get to this little shack here. Man, this is spooky. No! Again, nothing much here to really see. Just some like your basic settlements that you'll find out just in the wild. But this is just a water world style area. And that's kind of the thing I'm kind of getting for this. That I think all these boats just sitting here, it's kind of a nod to Waterworld. Because Fallout does nod towards these post-apocalyptic movies. Even though Waterworld is like known for being a giant flop and whatnot, it still is a cool idea. A bunch of settlements out in water and no land to go on. Although, I don't know why you wouldn't go off to the mainland, because this water holds radiation obviously a lot longer than the soil does, because you don't get what radiation from just walking in the soil, and just by looking at the water, your rads go up. Like, heck, look at my health bar right now. So it's just an interesting thing about Fallout that you don't usually think about, are water settlements.
Well, hello everyone, it's Loud Soda, and I hope you enjoyed this lore video. It was a little longer than they usually are, but this one was a little more just an adventuring video. So, may have a few of those here and there, and, you know, just trying some new things. It's been about a month since I uploaded a lore video, but that's just because I've been using a lot more equipment, been using more software to kind of up the production quality of these lore videos. And I really hope you enjoy it, and tell me what you think down in the comments. And if there's any like cool places that you know of and you would like me to explore, just also write down in the comments. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more. Thank you, and have a good day.